They are deceiving themselves. Can never build a rich level. Let's come down.
I don't fight you. Why do you 3 children from university? 3 children. They graduate. Some of them came out BA in lawyer.
I want to make us come up for you, man.
Enough is enough. You tell them that give them money, you will say enough is enough. They don't feed their children.
Enough is enough. What do you want to do? They don't do house.
Say enough is enough. Why you tell us? What's the meaning of that? People when all goes to they are collecting millions. All these people in House of Senate, they are collecting millions. So when those schools, they pay they collect thousands. And they suffer fine.
People they show.
And they suffer fine. So they say they don't see their certificate. So they say they don't get certificate. Also, they are gathering somebody's certificate. They don't talk. The other one say nothing on no law. People they here they talk anyhow. If you are not certified, you are not certified.
That today is wrong. Leave that one there. Leave that one. Yes, good morning. Welcome to the program this morning. Bystanders at the newsstands. I am Christian Chuku. Today is the 12th of July, 2022, and we are here to look at the papers this morning. Once again, you're welcome to the program. We are in outbursts. We get people talking on the topical issues that we have this morning. My committed analysts, they are here this morning to do justice to the newspaper headlines. I have the Vanguard with me. I also have the Nigerian Tribune, the Vanguard and the Nigerian Tribune. At the top of the master, I'm eager to go, Buhari tells Nigerians. I'm eager to leave, Buhari tells Nigerians. Begs university lecturers, says enough is enough. He is telling us that enough is enough. That's the president. On Tinubu, Shetima candidacy, Clark, Kaigama, Buni, Bajabiamila, Abu, others differ on Muslim tickets. Kaigama, Buni, Bajabiamila, Abu, others differ over Muslim ticket. APC governors visit President OK Tinubu's Shetima ticket. APC governors visit President OK Tinubu Shetima ticket. I heard that the governors were shocked and furious at the insistence of Shetima as the vice presidential candidate to Tinubu, but the president had to resolve the issues. Now they are accepting the Tinubu Shetima ticket. Main headline in Nigerian Tribune: Nigeria lost 4.2 trillion naira crude oil revenue in 6 months. Nigeria lost 4.2 trillion naira crude oil revenue in 6 months. That's according to investigation. Fails to meet OPEC quota consecutively for 6 months. Fails to meet OPEC quota consecutively for 6 months. Federal government blames oil theft and vandalism. Federal government blames oil theft and vandalism. Osibajo, Tinubu governors in Osun for APC grand rally today. Osibajo, Tinubu governors in Osun for APC grand rally today. Atiku, other PDP leaders in Osogbo for Adeleke on Thursday. Atiku, other PDP leaders in Osogbo for Adeleke Thursday. Yes, the Ojude Oba Festival returns after 2 years of COVID-19 induced break. Ojude Oba Festival returns after 2 years COVID-19 induced break. Sonlu rally support for Tinubu. Awujale, Lord Glow. Yes, on Kuje break, NDLEA arrest wanted terror suspect with drug in Abuja. NDLEA arrest wanted terror suspect with drug in Abuja. Police recapture another in Niger State. Sonlu rally support for Tinubu. Yes, I've read that one. on the Osun gubernatorial election. Gunmen attack Labour Party candidates' residence. Fire outbreak in Accord candidate's house. Nigeria security crisis assuming dangerous dimension, says the ACF. Yes, Nigeria security crisis assuming dangerous dimension, says ACF. Let's go over to the Vanguard newspaper. The picture, the photograph in front of the Vanguard, we see Wike and his son, University of Exeter, England, on the son's graduation from the University of Exeter, England. Some people are saying that our ASU students are on strike, but our politicians, their words are having a free and going education abroad. On strike, enough is enough. Buhari tells ASU on strike, enough is enough. Buhari tells ASU. I have Mr. Good morning.
Loaded this morning, loaded this morning.
How is your health?
Oh, my brother, I'm so strong. You can see my nose. It's the problem of Nigeria. Nigeria is sick. Everybody is sick. Everybody is sick. All of us are sick. I won't hide anything for you. Let's go to the point.
Okay, let's look at this Wike and his son graduation at the University of Exeter, England. And we know that ASU, your child is on strike.
You see, I said all politicians are the same. They are Ashawo. Anyway, my name is Lucky Eyaguna. I don't know Lagos. I'm from Edo State. I will not run away from my name. You see, politicians, they are the same. Wike here, Wike this, Wike that, Wike that. Now, look at children. They're abroad. And my son cannot write exam. Look at now. Do you know how much graduation? PDP, APC, they are the same. Wike, Atiku, Tinubu, they are the same. And we are here killing ourselves. Some will be this, all this, Atiku. Look at now. Look at Wike. And son is graduating. And my son is still planning to see whether to do exam.
He's a governor. He's a governor.
Are we not? Why don't you take off your home first? Do you think we don't have a university? Our university, let me tell you something now. Look at paper now. Wike's son graduating. Why our children, they are still at home. And Buhari is saying enough is enough. In your Daura bedroom, enough is enough what?
What?
The money, 100 million for primary. Why can't you gather it together? Beg PDP, beg APC, gather it together. Used to pay ASU. Let our children go back to school. My boy want to write the exam. He's still at home now. They say some lecturer they are there, but no money. And your son is graduating. Tomorrow you tell us you are angry with Atiku. You are angry with this. You want to become vice president. All of them are shame. Shame to them, politicians. You see, I don't envy him, but what I'm saying is you do the right thing. What's the right thing? Why can't the governors bring out money, pay lecturers? And let your children graduate in Nigeria. And your children graduating in London. You know how much? My brother, it's a shame. I'm not happy.
What do you think is the lasting solution to this ASU strike?
They pay their money now.
But it seems there's no money.
There's no money.
Yeah.
But you can pay 400 million.
The government has said there is no money.
Let me tell you, the money they vote for election, they should take out of it. Let me tell you, Buhari, if you want to help Nigeria, Allah that say you go. Better go now. Go, bye-bye. I don't need no, tomorrow. Today. You say you want to go. Don't even wait tomorrow. Go now, resign now. But like resign, you see the job will change 2 minutes. This will change. If you just say I'm going, this will change. Just allow Osibanjo, give it to Osibanjo for this few months. You see this will change. The man is a hindrance to us. Let me give you an example now. You can't pay lecturer. And your children are graduating in London. Our children at home. No food, nothing. It's a shame to this politician. Tomorrow, you'll be measuring Obi, measuring Atiku, measuring Tinubu, they're all the same. All of them are the same. There's no difference. They are the same. Their children, they are abroad. All of them, the children, they are abroad. Their wife, they are abroad. I'm telling you the truth. It's a shame. I'm not happy. What kind of rubbish is that? Where does he want to go? Say he will go. Don't wait for election. Go now.
Buhari tell Nigerians.
Go now. Buhari, bye-bye to the right. Stay there. Don't come again to Asoro. We don't need you because Nigeria, what is he coming to do now? No fuel, no lights, no food, nothing. Let me tell you, that money to vote for election, pay lecturer, money, pay lecturer. It better.
Okay, Nigeria lost 4.2 trillion naira crude oil revenue in 6 months. That I said, the federal government, it seems they are short of funds. 94% of our revenue, foreign reserves, we are using to pay debt.
They are mapped out this money for 2023 election. He's coming out to tell us lies. Why do you believe in all these things? All these are for paper. It's what they say you. Are you not aware? Yesterday, Malami Attorney General visited Buhari, married Buhari's daughter. That is a family government. Attorney General and the president is a family government. It's a family now. That is why Tinubu went and pick a Muslim ticket to tell you that Christians are not relevant. Irrelevant. Yes, that's the meaning. That Christians are irrelevant. And you forget that Christians have 46%. Go and check the record. That is the meaning. That's the meaning. People were eager to vote for Tinubu, but with the way he behaved now, people are not happy. I mean, it's not good. It's not good. It's not good. People are not happy. Our mind was going to Tinubu before, OOP, at least let the South people belong. But now you picking mostly. You are telling the Christians that in the North, in the South, they are irrelevant.
What are the Christians doing?
What are we going to do? The best thing is that all Christians shine your eye. Go and get your PVC. The day, let Christians vote for Christian, Muslim vote for Muslim. Let everybody go. That's the best thing.
You are talking about, are you saying tribalist?
Tribalism has started. Tribalism has started. Buhari was there, Tinubu was there, everybody was there. Buhari put all Fulani everywhere. Is that not tribalism? Army, custom, SSS, Navy, all everywhere. Go to area G command here, Hausa,
civil defense.
Everywhere, Hausa. What are we talking about? Tribalism has started. What Tinubu have done is wrong. Are you aware? Even the Northerners, so Northerners are not happy. The governors that went to Buhari, they told Buhari that how can Tinubu pick? Don't forget that Shetima was under a governor where Boko Haram was ravaging the Borno state. Are you aware?
But the governors are helpless when it comes to
helpless.
Military.
When you were paying them money, you don't pay them again. Helpless. He was paying them, and it was not paying them again when Buhari came in, when they revoked. And they bring you are bringing as a vice president. Tell me, are you aware? Okay, that is why they went to release Commander Boko Haram. Let me give an example. When Boko Haram kidnap or bandits kidnap Nigerians, government pay ransom to them. But when government arrest Boko Haram go free without pay ransom. Did the government pay ransom? They break the prison and go free. But you pay ransom when they kidnap Nigerians. Is that not shameful to this government? All the Boko Haram commander, bandit, armed robber, criminal, all of them, they went free. They went away. When you have
they broke it now. They broke it.
Break the prison and go free. When you have our money taxpayer paid to army, military, police, they are there. That's the highest maximum prison. So Abuja, Nigeria is not safe. Nigeria is not safe. If a whole prison where you have the whole army, multinational security there, and few people came and break that place, that means we are not safe. Buhari should remain in Daura. I beg, stay there, Baba, relax there.
But you once said that nobody can take Nigeria to the promised land.
The man cannot take us to promised land. That's why I said he should remain. He said he's going.
Is it Osinbajo that will not solve the situation?
The way it is now, you can't just bring somebody to just take over now. They have few more to go. I pray Osinbajo to just manage the few more remaining. Either election, it might not be election, though, let me tell you. But the way I'm seeing this now, there are not going to be election to 2023. The way I'm going now, everybody is angry. The youth are angry. Old men are angry. Wives are angry. Everybody just do things they like. This no government in power now. Nobody's controlling. Nobody's in charge now. You're your own. You're your own. That's why you see everybody can pick anything. You can't hold phone. You can't hold work. They will steal it and go free. Nothing will happen. Yeah. I get me?
Because they're hungry.
The people are hungry. Nigerians, they travel to abroad, see what is going on there, nothing. And they'll be fooling us that that's how it happened in America. That's how it happened in other countries. Who told you that? Other countries are enjoying. Are you seeing them shouting? Take this camera. Take your camera and go to against people are eating in dustbin. Nigerians. They are eating dustbin.
What can Nigerians do?
What can Nigerians do to wake up and pursue them the way they pursue them? EndSARS. Look, let me tell you. EndSARS have not wrestled. A bigger one will come. But the way this country is there to just let's spoil it and let everybody go.
You said
let's spoil it. It's spoiled already. Let everybody go your way.
You're so angry. You're angry.
Let me tell you. After the Nigeria is angry. Have you seen anybody walking, smiling in the street? When nobody's smiling, ask anybody, they're not smiling. How can you look at now? The little money you gather, you spend it for fuel. The money, no light, nothing. Now, you know what happened now? We thank God for the rain. If you don't have light, no problem. The weather is cool. I get it. God, you don't need light. You don't even need their light. You don't need their light. The man is saying, I want to go. Brother, go, Papa. We don't need you. Go. Malo. He said, I pray, oh God, let that man remain in Daura. Don't come back again because it's a disaster to us. APC is a disaster. Whether PDP or they have the same thing.
Why vote in 2023?
Me, I will prefer OP. The problem I have is that this youth who are OP. Let's go back to drawing board, not to just for internet, Facebook. The job 40 now. Look at them. They were measuring Mayo. I pray. March should not enter the door 14 that day. If election will hold, yes. If election hold, they put Mayo and Chelsea on that very day. Our youth to go and watch Chelsea first before they come back to vote. Before you know, before you come back to the field, old men, young men, old men, they will allow. Let me tell you, those people that vote is women. All these old women, they can remain there for 10 hours. But our youth cannot stand for 1 hour. Once you get what you want, 2,000 and you go. He said,
let's talk about vote buying.
That vote buying cannot stop. In Inequality, the higher votes, the higher pay win the vote. APC pay 10,000 naira. PDP pay 5,000 naira. The other Labour, the other party pay 3,000 naira. They go for 10,000 naira now. Now they declare them win. And in 2023, if election will hold, if APC pay 100,000, they will win. If PDP pay 50, they will not win. So that means automatically people are expecting money.
Are you saying the youth should collect money?
Let me tell you, remember, go and collect, but vote your conscience. You can collect, vote your conscience.
Somebody saying they're not collecting. They're not collecting.
Okay, I want to ask you, can you take a camera, go back to Facebook, and saw those who collect for equity? You see, it's the youth. They were doing it like this. Say, look, I have not eaten chicken since, and this money I will buy chicken. It's the youth. And all of them collect because there's hunger. There's hunger in town. There's hunger. There's hunger. Let's say I agree say their money, but you don't say your conscience.
Ordinary bread you cannot afford.
Look out. Okay, now no yam, no bread. Okay, let me tell you something. You see, we are surviving by the grace of God. Tomorrow you don't know what to eat. I get me. You don't see. We are only thinking today. We don't think tomorrow. This has gone beyond. Our governors now. Look at now. Sorry, let me tell you something. Do you believe that all the governors, all the ministers, all the councillors, all the chairmen, everybody now is busy? Who are vote for? Who are doing this? Everybody. Look at the road, Lagos Road. You cannot even walk. You can't pass. Everywhere is messed up. everywhere is messed up. It's not good.
Okay.
Hey, look at Lekki where they have mansion houses. You can't go in there. Everywhere is messed up.
Yes,
Rainy season, the roads are bad. And you are making that I work. What did you work? Now, last thing now is that the youth, please, I am begging you people. You can, I don't say you don't collect money, but vote a young man like Obi. Vote a young man like Obi, not old Atiko, old Tinubu. They are old. They don't expire. Then I start tired.
Thank you very much. I have Mr. Chigozie. Good morning, Mr. Chigozie.
If I say no go talk,
good morning, Mr. Chigozie.
Yeah, good morning, Christian
Yes,
Yeah.
esteemed viewers. It's a pleasure being here.
Why are you saying that I'm eager to go? I'm eager to go. Buhari tells Nigerians.
Well, if you care to know, I'm here to remind you again that I'm not here to entertain anybody, but to comment on national issues and of course to enlighten the world on what is happening here down in Nigeria. Well, if he says he's ready to go, of course the supposed constitution per se do not allow an extension of his tenure. So it is immaterial whatever he's saying. I think he should be engaged in more meaningful discussion, be able to tell Nigerians what he has been able to do in the last 7 years, how horrible and devastating he have left, of course, every average Nigerian. And they have not been, of course, lived up to his promises. In the history of Nigeria, we have never recorded the number of casualties, I mean civilian casualties, which I don't think even during the Nigerian Biafran War, if not for the starvation of over 3.5 million children, we've never had such a destructive system ever. Where people are being killed and blown up, and you're telling us you're about to go. Go to where? Go to hell or go to... Of course, such people, agenda is not for them. They profess to be Christians and Muslims, but their end is destruction. You see? Do Jesus support evil? Do Muhammad support evil? Then if they claim to be Christians, those within the corridor of power, or claim to be Islam, which is contrary to the position of the tenant of Christianity and Islam. And you're telling me you are professing that, who are you representing? Who are you, the disciple of the devil, or who? So if you go to hell, it's very unfortunate that we have people who shouldn't have any reason to be within the corridor of power. Of course, causing more pain to us. Look at people as standard, scampering for available shuttles. You don't talk of the road network. We don't have any road transportation system. Is rubbish. The road network is rubbish. I learned that during yesterday's Saturday's downpour in Agege, 2 people lost their life, and 1 jeep was carried away by the flood. In Agege here, okay, Okoba side, you see, was carried away. 1 jeep was carried away by flood, and people who died. They were able to rescue about 5 people. This is the Lagos you are calling mega city. The drainage system is in shambles. What has this government to do about? What are they to tell us? The Lagos State supported this dispensation, and they have a governor of APC extraction. What has Lagos government done to Lagos people? If not that, Lagos State was once federal capital territory for over 30 years. Most of the infrastructures still in Lagos is being built by federal governments. Ever since federal government left Lagos State to Abuja, what has the Lagos State done? And they are clamoring that Tinubu is doing well, Lagos State is doing well. Third Mainland Bridge and other monuments was done by the federal government when here was the capital of Nigeria. Apart from that, what has Lagos? Lagos is just huge sites. Most of the Lagos in Ikeja was constructed by Lagos State, by the federal capital. Most of the roads were constructed by federal government. Then what has the government of the day done to alleviate the sufferings of the people? The indigenous of Lagos and the residents of Lagos should be collecting money from the government of Lagos, allowances on monthly basis. If it is in a safe society where things have been done badly, one person pocketing trillions of dollars to himself, and you want to use it to buy, you cannot buy chicos here and you can't buy my generation. See, I'm too big for them to, I'm too big to be induced with money. You see, because I have the principle, and if by money, I know where I will go and get that money. You see, if by rascality, it is in my brain. It is not. It is induced by God. It's not something I have to take Igbo or smoke Indian hemp to get. You see. So why can we continue to deceive ourselves? The indigenous of Lagos who claim to be, who have been pocketed already, you see, they have been reduced to water. Most of them, and they are happy and comfortable with that. Tearing up somebody who has stolen their destiny and their future. You see?
Let's look at the
If you're in Lagos, you should be taking some allowances because you deserve it. With the number of revenue being generated.
Your governor, I think it's a general thing. Leaders generally in all states, it is common with them.
I know Kunle saying that. I'm not justifying any person. Any average political elite here is a criminal. Is a criminal. So there's no basis for justifying anybody. I've never heard to sing the praises of Opus or the Bills or danger. You see? My people say, we are not saying that because we believe that Nigeria will be better, but we are saying that let the world hear us. With this current system in place, things can never work. Maybe it's a little bit that will change it. You see?
Let's look at Muslim ticket, Tinubu and Shetima. Let's get your thoughts on that.
What are the antecedents of these two individuals? But let me draw the attention first from Kwankwaso, who has been busy criticizing the Southern presidential candidates. Today he criticized, yesterday he criticized P2B, today he is criticizing Tinubu. Kwankwaso have never had any time he was up to condemn this criminal government. But he was busy now criticizing the Southern presidential candidates. And most of the gullible Southerners are there praising him. You see? Kwankwaso has not criticized Atiku. He was demarketing the Southern, of course, candidates so that he can pave way for his own people. We are too intelligent and too destructive to be pocketed. This is what is happening, but I am not saying I'm in support of the Southern politicians. You see? But the reality is that we are so gullible that we don't know what is playing out. Kwankwaso is here criticizing, demarketing the Southern candidates, giving opportunity to sell out to the masses. Of course, his Fulani caliphate. So the reality is that in the face of reality, current reality, you can't refer 1993, you can't compare 1993 to what the current situation here. 1993, everybody voted for Abiola based on his antecedents, based on performance, and based on the bridges he had built. But when we place Shetima and Tinubu in the shoes of Abiola, can they match? The answer is no. They cannot compare. I mean, I listened to Abiola on several occasions. That man is well articulated in his approaches and statements. He carried everybody along. By then, in 1992, when I was still at home, I also saw, when my people come back, we also saw Abiola make and everywhere. So how do we refer to Tinubu now and Shetima? The reality is that these people has not done anything to gain the attention of an average Nigerian. But unfortunately, the reality is that whether APC, PDP, or Labour Party, we cannot get out of this wood. I will have to refer to, of course, what I've been maintaining. I certainly said by also supported by the former Fayose. He said Nigeria will only have freedom when there is decentralization of power.
Okay.
As far as I'm concerned now, you have no freedom. You're not free. You claim to be a Nigerian. I start to be corrected. I don't care what you feel. You are not free. You are a slave in your supposed country, Christian. And everyone here, listen to me. You are a slave. Whether you are in diaspora, wherever you live in, you are a slave in your own country. Living as a refugee in another man's country where you don't have a place you call your own country.
Thank you very much, Mr.
That's what we are continue to call for the dissolution of this Nigeria. That is only when you can say you are free.
Okay,
that is the only way I can say I am free.
For your analysis.
And that is the referendum we are calling for.
Okay.
We should forget about these fruitless efforts and jamboree called election.
Thank you very much.
It can never hold. Well, I am not here, so you can push me. There's no problem. I can willingly walk out.
Come on, leave the stage, man.
Good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Sketo. The only Indomie I got to feed myself, not politician Indomie. In Yarioba, na Indomie.
You have started with
na Indomie. No, they're accusing me, say, politician. And I stand there, I hold no politician, any alliance. I know no politician, any support as I am here. Any politician, I don't belong, but I have sympathy. What I hate is hatred. Don't bring hatred there. When you hate people, you don't, I mean,
how do you determine hatred?
Hate speech.
How do you measure?
Through hate speech. Through hate speech.
Okay.
Through hate speech. Don't deform people because you want your person to be there. That's for you. We are all Nigerians. We are all Nigerians. So yes.
Don't use the word.
Thank God. Thank God they are coming back to reality. Thank God they are coming back to reality. Thank God they are coming. Yeah, thank God. Somebody called me a donkey. There, you did say. Yeah, this human skin. Animal in human skin.
This is Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State. With his son yesterday in England.
It's graduation. It's been the trend. It's been the trend. It's been the trend. You see, when you talk, some mumu.
You have used the word mumu now.
I have to call them. I have to call them mumu because for someone to come in donkey.
He must come with equity.
If you live in a glass house, don't throw stone. Me, see, as I am, I be KJ boy. I've seen a lot of yabis. When you talk of fella from any, I'm seeing a lot of that. If you call fella to Femi, if you call me a fella boy, accepted. Because fella is still more useful to than all these people you are following. Some people will come here. Yesterday they were with PDP collecting money in their meeting. They will come here and talk to a state.
Yes, on weekend. Compared to
it's a nonsense. I'm not so surprised. Yes, on weekend. You don't need to tell me who Yes on weekend is. You don't need to put word in my mouth. Because yes, it's a nonsense. Are you so surprised about what is going on?
On strike.
It's not so. This is the third governor. This is the third governor that will do that. This is the third governor. Even your president went to University of Essex to for his daughter graduation. 3 of them graduating at the same time.
You have a
Okorocha, El-Rufai. I think Tinubu did his own like some years back.
Saraki.
You have even who else? I think one of them too did
Saraki.
that. Obasanjo too did that. Obasanjo Stella's son graduated in one university in I think in Boston. So, and I was on in this country. When a minister for health, minister for education, 3 of his children graduated when NASU was on strike, and the man went to Abuja.
I took pictures.
No, but celebrate them as if it's a party. Celebrate them with a party. It's a norm in this country, and I've been telling you,
The reality is just dawning on people. The reality is just dawning on them. Harm a youth likewise. But if you say this is where you want to follow, I'll follow it with you. If you say you want to bring your presidential candidate for a system that will not work, I will bring my own too. If it is that one you want, I have the option for everything.
You're standing for what is right. You stand, no matter what anybody does.
No. You need support.
Don't let people make you change your
No. I have to. There's what they call plan A. There's what they call plan B. Only me cannot change Nigeria. Mind you, togetherness we stand. Divided we fall.
What of the referendum?
I'm still standing on it. But same people that say they want referendum, they will still tell you they want presidency. What's the meaning of obedience? Obedient people that have been disobedient for their sakes, man. Because this country cannot work. I've been saying it all over. How many times have I told you that here? Mark my words. How many sessions have I told you that? But God will bear everybody. The judgment is there. Those people that are speaking with double mouth, God is there for them to take a case upon them. That is why I say religion is not working. You call yourself Christian, you say one thing with one mouth, you say another thing with another mouth. You see, it's just a very funny country, a fake country, a 419 country. Because when you find out there's 419 people that surrounded this country, that occupy the space of this country, the politicians are 419, the electorate are 419, the masses, majority of them, everywhere you go, they scam you. They scam you.
I'm eager to go, Buhari tells Nigeria.
No, you shouldn't be eager. Sri Lanka issue is there. You do know what happened in Sri Lanka? That the youth went to the presidential palace. The guy has to take the back, the IC. He escaped from the high sea. And the youth started, they enter his presidential palace, jump inside his swimming pool. Those are, I think I give an applause.
Sri Lanka youth.
Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is not even, doesn't have what Nigeria have. Why? Mind you, it's a very poor country compared to Nigeria. So the suffering is too much. Somebody saying, I'm not an Ivorian. As I'm talking to you now, Ivory Coast is even better than Nigeria. I was a bit matured. I was young when Ojukwu, yes, I'm telling you, when Ojukwu came to Ivory Coast then, I was privileged I met him when he was there. And when he left Ivory Coast too, I always followed him. A very great man. I always follow him to his Ilabere house. Ilabere house in Ikoyi, that's Queen's Drive. I always follow him. We sit down just because Ojukwu want to view Ojukwu when he's coming out.
What manner of man?
What manner of man? What manner of man? This is a man that right from the KC, he was in KC, he saw a white man, a white teacher that was bullying him, and he waited for the guy. He waited for the protest to happen. First of all, what he did was he went straight to the other white man and slapped him. And he was positioned during the protest that he will be the one to be fetching water, and he's carried the bucket of water and pour it on the white man's face again. That was what led to his suspension from KC before he went to the University of London. So when some people that are just ranting, they don't know anything. We've been in this terrain for long, suffering on it for the betterment of this country. My father wasn't a rich man. I wasn't born a silver spoon, but I can still say wooden spoon is a bit brighter. So I didn't enjoy the fullest of this country. If not that I'm struggling, if I'm enjoying it, I won't be struggling up to today. But when you tell them, they will think you are very comfortable when you are staying here. I think there's a time we start cursing all these people that don't want well for Nigeria. The prayer will not answer. The prayer will be prayed. That's why I say the religion in this country is not taking us anywhere. The religion in this country is not taking us anywhere. That's why I say whether they're Muslim, they're this, not them, then they do that one. It don't concern me.
Enough is enough.
Why you carry headache for another man's your problem? Strategize your own. That's the problem with the youth. Lazy youth. You don't think.
ASU strike. What do you think?
They are strategizing. You to strategize your own.
Lasting solution to the ASU strike.
The ASU strike now is, I said it on and on. There was a protest that went on one time. I said the solution is the gateway that all these people use to go out of the country has to be blocked. You see the Benin guys, the ASU guys, give it to Benin. Just please help me clap for Benin students, the ASU members of, the student union of Benin. What they did was they were proactive. They went to the Benin airport. You guys, that's the only thing. Even if you want to withdraw your children to foreign school, you have to channel through the airport. The ground is unsafe again, right? The ground is unsafe. You can't go by road because you created monsters that are turned to road tax collector on the roads. Who are the monsters? They are the bandits. They are the Boko Haram. The fear of Boko Haram doesn't make them to ply the road again. Now, the train they just did, the owners of the transport, the ministers, I said the ministers in charge of transport. Okay. Who are the ministers now? They are the one. Did you hear what they are saying this morning? Did you hear the demand? They want 4-point-something billion. Then to release the remaining 43 abductees. So who is in control? Who is in control? Who is in control?
Territory of Nigeria.
Territory of Nigeria. Who is in control? And we have a minister for transportation that's supposed to be in charge. Proactive. Where are we? So is this what we are going to continue? Do you think all this Boko Haram will live overnight? Do you think all these bandits will live overnight? It will take another 4 years. To anybody that comes in is going to carry over the garbage. But when you say it, they say this one, you don't chop Indomie. The unserious people. I pray they deport some people from that UK they have to come here.
Are you praying that?
Yes, I pray them. Even one of my brother there that called himself, what's it called? What's that guy named? Lanre. That Lanre has no common sense. I repeat it. It's my junior brother. He has no common sense.
Hate speech.
Hate speech.
Thank you very much, Mr. Akindele. Yes, Mr. Emmanuel Nabife. Mr. Emmanuel Nabife. This is Mr. Raf's account number. Can see it. 2134495570. 2134495570. That is UBA, Mr. Raphael. Good morning, Mr. What's your problem? Good morning. Good morning, Mr.
Good morning, sir.
Let's look at the issue with our governors, our leaders, going abroad, education, while we have us on strike. A recent picture of Governor Yesu of Rivers State with his son.
It is the major reason they are not paying attention to. It's the major reason they are not paying attention to our educational system, because the situation where their children are not schooling here. So what affect the common man do not affect them. And if you look at it, their children go outside the country, get better education, and come here and take jobs at the expense of Nigerian ordinary citizens. If you look at the people who get jobs in places like CBN, oil companies, you discover that a good number of them are from the rich, the elite, politicians, sons or children of the senators, House of Rep members, governors, the president, commissioners, ministers. So it is not surprising that they do not pay attention to our educational system, because they are not being affected by the rot in the educational system here.
Let's look at enough is enough. Buhari tells ASU. I don't know.
Enough is enough in what sense? What ASU needed is adequate funding. And it is unfortunate that the government is not interested in funding educational system. Because here we are talking about human capital development. That has to do with the skill, the knowledge and experience that are needed to drive the economy. So if the government is not giving required attention, so how then can you solve the Nigerian problem? Because if you get it right with education, you have solved half of Nigerian problem. Because the human capital is needed to drive the process, we would have gotten it right. So for me, I don't see any reason the president will be telling ASU, because ASU is not the problem, rather the government is the problem. What they're asking for is just funding. Look at the wasteful nature of Nigerian governance. The other time, the wife of Mr. President made us understand that even the ASU Rock Clinic do not have syringe. And this is a facility that receives billions of naira annually. And the same thing you see, they replicate in all the all the infrastructure in this country, all the facility in this country. It's not limited to health facility anyway, but the truth is that the corruption in governance in Nigerian system is at the highest level.
Nigerians are complicit of all these things that are happening.
You cannot say Nigerians are complicit because if look at what happened during EndSARS, it was a way of Nigerians reacting to bad governance. Because beyond EndSARS, you could see people talking about issue of good governance. You could see people talking about the welfare of the police personnel. Unfortunately,
EndSARS was as a result of the pandemic, the build-up of the pandemic.
Not really. The EndSARS, if you look at what triggered EndSARS, it was an incident in Delta State where some police formation brutally arrested. That is not the first time, but it was that one. EndSARS was a spontaneous reaction.
Whereby people are staying at home.
It was not because of the pandemic. It was because people were already enduring the hardship, the heat treatment, the strategic killing of police personnel, especially the SARS. If you look at the report of different panels set up by the states, it's a good testimony that Nigeria was suffering under the tactical unit of police called SARS. So that incident that happened in Delta State, the EndSARS was a spontaneous reaction to that incident. And people were tired of the activities of SARS president. So what I'm saying is, it is not in the place of the president to start blaming ASU. The government is complicit. You cannot say Nigerians are complicit. Because look at how the EndSARS came to an end.
Okay.
Look at the shooting. Look at how government have even tried to change the narrative. Even in the face of all the evidence. The chief coroner of Lagos, Bojishola Dada, made a public announcement in sometime 2020, is it 2020? I mean 2019, that the people that lost their loved ones during that EndSARS should visit Lagos State Teaching Hospital for the purpose of identifying the remains of their loved ones. Consequence upon that, Parliament made an inquiry and discovered about 98 corpses were dumped in different mortuaries in Lagos. We collaborated with the leak report of EndSARS in Lagos. So, if Nigerian youths are thinking of another protest, as people as what we saw at Lekki Toll Gate, look at the brutal nature with which federal government through Nigerian army destroy Nigerian youths.
Compare with that of Sri Lanka.
I think that is even a civilized society. If what happened at Sri Lanka should be in Nigeria, there would have been mass burial of Nigerian citizens. Because for them to overrun the personal residence of their president, if you try it in Nigeria, there will be mass burial. I'll give you an instance. The chief of army staff, during the time of Brutai, was on his way in Zaria. And shark members, according to the record, barricaded the road. When Kaduna State government did an inquiry to unravel what transpired, the military personnel that came to testify on behalf of the military said that on that fateful day, after all entreaty to shark members to vacate the road failed, he said they have to shoot their way through. And in the process of shooting their way through, they killed 347 shark members. Who does that in a civilized society? And this is a testimony of the then secretary to Kaduna State government, who testifies in that same panel that during interment at the dead of the night, that he counted about 347 corpses. That notwithstanding, there may be other record of the killing. So what I'm saying is, if what happened in Sri Lanka happened in Nigeria, there will be mass burial. So they are more civilized than Nigeria. Their president have to run away. Try it in Nigeria. They will kill more than 2,000. Just like Kule was saying, you saw their citizens jumping into the personal swimming pool of the president, took over his residence, set it ablaze. Of course, look at what happened in the United States. So what I'm saying is, those people that are more civilized, their democracy have evolved. They value human life. All the tenets of democracy, they are allowed to strive. But in Nigeria, everybody, including the rule of law, is prostrating before Mr. President. What we have in Nigeria is rule of Buhari, not rule of law.
How did we get to this point?
Because we enthrone mediocrity above meritocracy.
Who?
Nigerian system enthrones mediocrity above meritocracy. Because when someone is promoted above his promotability, the consequence is what we are seeing. At the point, there was a public discourse about the qualification of Mr. President. But because of the gullible electorates, we are not interested in the competence of who rule Nigeria. they voted for him, and the consequence is what we are seeing.
Okay. Okay. Lastly, I'm eager to go. Buhari tells Nigerians.
We will not miss him. Constitutionally, by May 29 of next year, he is due to leave. So he need not remind anybody, because his 7 years has succeeded in setting the clock of Nigeria backward. There are some little areas in recorded success, like the second Niger bridge, like the railway infrastructure, which we don't know the terms of agreement Nigerian government has entered with Chinese companies or Chinese banks. But look at the level of insecurity. As we speak, Mr. Christian, is on record that the 7 person who were released recently, the victim of Kaduna, that they paid over 800 million. That the Pakistan personnel paid 200 million. So what I'm saying, as we stand in Nigeria, it's even better in a place like Lagos. I mean, security. In places like Zamfara, even Katsina, his own state, even Abuja, things are not the same thing. How can you expect a situation where Mr. President's advance team was attacked? And as we speak, there are conflicting reports. Some say the assistant commissioner of police that was killed died in the process. Some said they went to the forest to fight bandits. Whichever way, for the bandit to have killed an assistant commissioner of police is not a joke. So I was saying, the little success he may have recorded have been eroded by insecurity and some other activities of even Fulani herdsmen. And Mr. President needed to rise over and above personal interests, ethnic bigotry. Because come to think of it, Fulani herdsmen, they are at the center of almost all the crises in Nigeria. And Mr. President have not deemed fit to rise above ethnic bigotry to address it.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Martin.
Thank you for having me.
Mr. Samuel Chukwu-Debelu, this is Mr. Samuel Effiong's number, 08037709615. 08037709615. I have Mr. Felix. Who is Mr. Felix?
Morning, Mr. Christian.
Let's look at the president is saying that I'm eager to go to Nigeria.
Eager to go when he has brought us back to 50 years. He has taken us downwards.
Back to 50 years.
Look at what is happening now. The question you're supposed to ask is, what will Buhari be remembered for?
No, what will he do that will make him be in your good books?
I will remember him for empowering the Fulani. He increased the activities of the bandits. He increased a lot of things that made Nigerian people became negatively minded. He has not done anything good for Nigerian citizens. Look at Nigerian citizens. Fuel is very expensive. Nothing you buy. Everything is expensive. This government has done more harm, has killed Nigerian citizens. He has even enslaved a lot of Nigeria into prison. That is what he will be remembered for. Hardship.
What is that thing that he will do that will make him at least be in your good books? What is that thing before he leaves that he will do?
My brother, there's nothing Buhari can do that can be in my good book. There's nothing he can do that can be in my good books. Someone ruled when he was in the military, he performed woefully. He ruled when he was in civilian, he performed woefully. So I don't see anything that he's going to do that will be in my own good books.
Okay, let's look at Muslims. Your take on Muslims in tickets.
Well,
The APC.
The APC is not a party. I keep on saying it. It's not a political party. APC is groups of people that want to hijack power. You understand? There are a group of people that want to hijack power. And they have hijacked power. Because they have hijacked power, they are looking at every other thing to see where in the country you see Muslim tickets. Muslim tickets. And you hear some people say tribal sentiment. On what ground? We all go to the same market. Is there anything like tribal sentiment? We all pay the same NEPA bill. Is there anything like tribal sentiment? Is that when we talk about issues, there are people that have put us into this mess, and they are Buhari's loyalists, and they are now decamping. When they come on this platform, we tackle them. We tackle them because they have put Nigeria into this mess. Tinubu is not going anywhere.
You have one vote.
He's not going anywhere. My vote, listen, my vote is going for somebody I know will repair Nigeria. We want one better Nigeria. Tinubu and the people that are supporting him, they are not going anywhere. People that are supporting Tinubu, they are people that are collecting money. They are giving them bribes. Yes. If you want Nigeria to be better, don't support someone that is giving. Let us look at how this country will move forward. We want a situation where Nigeria will come, we wake up and say, God bless Nigeria. Not the way people are doing things.
Let's look at Funke and his son. The picture is making waves. People are reacting to that picture.
Listen, this is where politics comes in. They are supposed to criticize Funke. All what you have been saying on the this thing. Why did you take your children outside the country? Why did you take your child outside the country? I want to tell you about Fayose. Fayose, all his children graduated in Nigerian school. One of them was in Covenant University. That was a private university. Let them stay in Nigeria. They are not taking us as we, like if we are anything. That's why I feel sorry for people that are supporting Tinubu. He's going to bring more agbero. More agbero. You know where I want to bring that Emiloko? Emiloko. Time Iboloko. Iboloko. Listen, I am a bonafide Edo man. I don't support any something. I am a Benin man to the call. And I would like to tell people, I will tell people in Osun State that they don't know where they belong to.
Let's not call Benin here because
I'm in Nigeria. I'm in Nigeria.
Compare Benin to Lagos. There's difference.
Benin. Benin, we say the truth.
Okay.
You understand? We say the truth. And we go one direction. We don't bend like this. But there are some people that are from Osun State where they are eating. No, let me talk. No. Let me talk. Where they eat. They don't want anything to spoil it. And God will judge all of them. I said God will judge all of them.
Amen. Thank you very much, Mr. Felix. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You want to say something?
Yeah, good morning. Mr. Good morning. Lazarus. What's your take on Buhari saying that I'm going? I'm eager to go. Buhari tells Nigeria.
No.
Come again. I'm eager to go. Buhari tells Nigeria.
Well, I greeted all the managers that in Nigeria and the ones that decide abroad. I thank you all of the people. When I move the motion, which say that is bigger than Nigeria. What makes him to be bigger than Nigeria is because of he came to stop corruption. He can't cause corruption. He wants corruption more and more. That's why it's bigger than Nigeria. That the people that have spoiled Nigeria surrendered themselves. And even that he used the normal people, he can never be bigger than Nigeria. And I believe that God Almighty is in heaven. He big more than Nigeria, but he's not bigger than God in heaven.
Okay, let's look at Muslim ticket. What's your take?
Muslim. It's a topic. It's when Muslim started in Nigeria, you will see more corruption. Killing will worse because Christians will not agree, and in them that is a Muslim will not allow Christians to drink water drop up. Already, somebody that took Muslim, you have already failed the nation. Let me tell you, a leader lead by example. Tinubu did not lead by example for one day.
Muslim ticket, not Tinubu.
It's no good. Okay. I tell you the reason why. Because you cannot be a leader. Now, you cannot be a governor. your junior brother will be your vice. You see that? And when your junior brother be your vice, whatever thing two of you people think and do, you go the same way. If there is a Muslim or Christian, when the man wants to do something, we have a change mind. Okay. Muslim, they can plan overnight to kill the Christians. They can do it easily. Listen very, very attentively. A Christian is a vice president. A Muslim is a president. Now, president. See how many Christians that are inside the church, inside churches, and the Paris where they are killing. Father, where they are killing for many years, from 4 years going to 7 years and 9. So I have already took it on observation that if the Muslim rule this country, Muslim,
then we talk, what is better for Nigeria? What is better for Nigeria? What do you think is better for Nigeria?
The better of Nigeria is to use Obi, which is obedience. That is the best way of Nigeria. Because if they took this man, it's a devil. Already the man knows that he's going to enter grave. They don't have any alternative and anything. I myself, last was I let you do it. Anything for the states.
Your governor is APC.
No.
The governor is APC.
I know he's my governor. What do you call him?
Your governor, and you're from Ebonyi State.
Yes, governor of Ebonyi State. It's not my governor.
It's your governor. Are you not from Ebonyi State? Are you not from Ebonyi State?
Am I in Ebonyi State now?
Where are you from?
I'm from Akindele.
In Ebonyi State. In Ebonyi State. Your governor is an APC member.
It's not my governor. I'm from Ebonyi.
Who is now your governor?
Huh? My governor is this man, understandable man.
Who? Who is your governor?
Okay,
thank you very much.
Chief Nnamdi Kanu.
Thank you.
Yeah, this belong. I can never disappoint you. Even though I'm in prison, I can never disappoint you.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Raf.
Good morning. Okokonda, they want to. Don't say, wait.
Let's talk. There's a picture that's circulating in the papers. Funke went to meet his son. His son is graduating University of Exeter in England, and there are reactions to that. We have ASU on strike for how many months? Let's see.
And our leaders, their children are in the tertiary institution outside Nigeria. Yeah. That's an abomination, and that's what I've been lamenting anytime I come here. That we fail to put our house in order. That's why we are giraffing to someone else. Do you understand? Our educational system here is in shambles, dilapidated, because we've not put in forth to solve the real problem facing that sector of the economy, education. Look at the Ministry of Education. The Ministry of Education, since inception of this country, I've never seen such. If I use bad word now, they will say I'm abusing somebody. Because he abused himself. Adamu insulted himself. I didn't understand. This man doesn't value education. Buhari is telling us that is turning us
enough is enough.
Enough is enough. Buhari to say this. He can't say that because he's not an educated man. Buhari is what? An Arabic man, professional, who can read Quran from A to Z. I mean the one written with Arabic inscriptions. I don't mean English one. Buhari can decide that. That's the education they buy into. Look at Funke. Funke doesn't see any reason why he should send his son to Uniport. Oh, his son is in Madonna. Are you not aware? What is that university in Okija?
Madonna University.
Madonna University. He went to public school. That is a human being. created by God. He has feeling for his people. Weaker's son graduated in faraway England. That's good. Yes, that is the reason why we are like this. We are all black men. We reason like what? I'm not abusing you people, sorry. Our reasoning is limited. Do you understand? When you see people, playing ball, people like Toure them. Martins, my brother, my guy, Samuel Etofios. They throw what to the field? What? Banana. Because Oyibo people, the Europeans, they see us reason like that animal that loves banana a lot. I don't want to mention them. Look at Funke now. Look at him now. Why not his son in UNN in Suka? That school is better than UNN. Or Uniport. Or UI. I didn't understand. What is stopping the so-called political class or classes in Nigeria from sending their children to Nigerian tertiary institutions? We have many private universities. Look at Winners. Winners University, the school over there, is costlier than that school in England. Funke doesn't see anything right for his child, to school in Nigeria. That's why they are amassing wealth, stealing public funds, stealing from NNPC, stealing from an allocation given to that state. Go and meet river people now. They are busy drinking kai, all of them. It is early in the morning. Anything, the first thing in the morning. Am I telling lies? That is them. They are very lazy. Because government costs Nigerian people to be lazy. It is because of what? Mismanagement of public funds. What? Bad governance. No social amenities. No amenities or facilities that are meant for creating jobs for Nigerians. I didn't understand. So that's why go to River State. They are busy drinking kai by now. It is a garden city. Thank you. Garden city. Anything from Thursday, party starts. Garden city now. Eat and quench. Eat and eat your what? Destiny. Eat and eat what? Your life. Eat and eat your future. Eat. Do you understand me? Nothing again now. Everybody, all of us know the truth. I think understand. Funke's son. Now, if we talk about Peter Obina, they will say, I'm siding him because I'm from Anambra. No. Public school can't do investigation. It doesn't go on convoy, even though he has finished in Anambra State. You see him working with his wife. Yes. At Ikoyi. Okay, good afternoon, sir. Yes. Yes, good afternoon. Sir, I'm mistaking you to be my former governor. Yes, I am. How are you? On the road. It doesn't offend anybody. It's not needed convoy or two police orderlies. No. Yes, that is life. That is a true Nigeria. That is somebody that befits what? Elderly statesmanship. You don't give it to anyhow person. Now that Funke is a governor of River State, if eventually he dies at old age, they will give him what? State burial, elderly statesman, a nationalist. How do you live a life of, that depicts elderly statesmanship or patriotism? Are you resilient? Do you show that resilience when you are in the office? Nothing. Okay. See, I am against anybody sending his children to abroad that is in government places. I don't like it. I expect businessmen that work hard out of his sweat. If he likes, send your children to Oxford University. Ojukwu went to Oxford University. Louis Ojukwu, I think Olaino Sojuku, Louis, his father did not serve anywhere in Nigeria government. Go and research. He was in control of pyramid. They are not pyramid in Kanu. His manager was the Santis. Are you listening to me? 1930s. Yes, 1930s. Ojukwu was born 1933. So 1930s down. Louis Ojukwu has never held or hold any public office in Nigerian government before. He worked hard. He sent his son to Oxford University. Provided him with what? Rolls Royce in those days. Do you know how much Rolls Royce costs now? It was Ojukwu father's wealth that he used to bought the whole Tinkan Island, the whole Apapa, Ekwe, Lake, everywhere. To the tune of what? Billions there. Now, Ojukwu's father's property has been seized. Some released to him. That is personal effort. You can do that if you like. Send your children to aeroplane, University of Aeroplane, and Nicola. It's your money. They don't use public money to send their children to Oxford University, Pennsylvania, Harvard University. It is what? Stealing, embezzlement. Funke sent his children to his child to England, to school. That money belongs to the Rivers State government. Funke is the corrupt man. Funke is the lizard that scatters his father's funeral, his mother's funeral. Are you listening to me? Now, what? See, let me tell you, I have never seen such a corrupt government in Nigeria.
Okay, let's look.
Do you know how many government administration I have witnessed in this age in Nigeria? Name them now. Go on. We were paying 1 naira then. Before you know it, go on went to London or Ethiopia. They toppled him. I think it was in London. Addis Ababa. They toppled him. Who took over? I want to narrate to you. Murata Mohammed in 1976. Then we have UP, Universal Free Primary Education. I didn't pay school fees. From that, he was killed at Obalandedia. They shoot him. Fulani soldier shot Murata Mohammed at Obalandedia. He died. Then Obasanjo took over. We still what? Universal Free Primary Education. Universal Free Primary Education. Do you understand? I want to streamline it where to use. From Obasanjo to what? To Chagari. He handed over in 1979. Chagari ended up in 1983. It is the same bandit. The same bandit was invited from Niger, Sahel countries of this West Africa. Buhari took over from a democratically well-organized government of Chagari. Are you listening to me? He took over from him with gun, with his man. He got a Tunde Debo. Tunde Debo is from Kwara. He's not a Yoruba man. Fulani blood there inside his blood. Tunde Debo. If he's 100 pure Yoruba man, he wouldn't have been that fierce, wicked, cruel that time. Are you listening to me? So let me tell you, there are embezzlers there from Buhari to Babangida. Babangida become Maradona. That is when everything went wrong in Nigerian system, political system. Babangida still and still. Oil went from 1990 Operation Desert Storm. Oil went from nobody could give the account. No one could give account of oil windfall when there was Operation Desert Storm, when American allies were fighting Saddam Hussein. I listen to me. Nigeria realized money, billions in dollars.
Okay,
can Babangida come and tell us how that money was managed today? From Babangida to Abacha was the first Nigerian ruler that did not do what? Budget. 1 year in 1997. Nigeria did not read budget. Go and do your research. He accumulated the whole money. You don't read the budget. Thieves, military junta. From there, I start hearing for the first time. There is a term or terminology called military junta. Junta. J-U-N-T-A. Military junta. Oba Abacha was a dictator. He stole our money. From Abacha now, Abdul Salam, if you see his biabia, I don't want to abuse him. He took over from Abacha. Are you listening to me? Till today, nobody could come out to tell us this is how much Abdul Salam Abubakar spent. From Abdul Salam Abubakar, his fellow general came. Matu Obasanjo. He did well anyway. But what happened during Obasanjo regime? I start to fault Obasanjo and ask me why. 1999 Constitution. Who was Nigerian president in 1999? Was it when Abdul Salam was there that omission? Do you understand? In our constitution was what made? Who did that in the 1999 constitution? That has rubbished Nigerian political system. If you look at our constitution today, 1999 has finished you and I.
Okay.
Could Obasanjo allow people from Sahara Desert to control Nigeria? How could Obasanjo allow people from Sahara Desert who are bent on this religion bigotry of 18 to rewrite, to alter, to edit Nigerian constitution? Are you listening to me? See, let me tell you, if we don't rewrite our constitution, we are all firing what? The moon. It's just like look.
Lastly, let's look at Buhari. Buhari saying that I'm eager to leave.
Who is eager to leave? The Oku Diova. He is sitting on fire. Oku Diova. As an Oku Diova. Oku Diova. Eager to leave. Do you mean the word? Anxious. He's bent on cupidity. Let me tell you, the anxiety to leave is worrying him, which is why they break into jail the other day. He was trying to tell us that he was shocked. I said, you are not only shocked. If you are shocked, Nigerians are what? Electrocuted. Shocked. Chop. How do you tell me that you are chopped? The bandits will lay him on the road. They want to settle what scores. They want to seal the deal they initiated in 2014 to 2015 when they were invited over from Senegal, Senegambia, Burkina Faso, Mali, and all of them, all the Fulani states, countries, 11. Even from CAR. Are you listening to me? Thank you so much. They invited all these militias from southern Libya, southern Morocco, all of them, Niamey, the capital of Niger Republic. They all invaded Nigeria to help their brother. And that's why they went to settle score that day on his way to his home. Prior to what? Salah celebration. What happened? Thank you. He was.
What is the next step?
See, the next step, let me tell you. Let me finish. Buhari would have sealed the deal. He started with this people and paid them their money. So he is in charge. Why is he in charge? Abubakar is in charge. Why must he be in charge? In charge? I don't know. I don't understand what he's trying to say. The next step today, I advise that if you want 2023 election to go all well across the country, southwest, southeast, northeast, northwest, central, north, south. Do you know what to do? You go to the DSS facilities and release that what? Sacrificial lamb. Instrument of change, instrument of sacrifice. Two people are there. They specify instrument of change and sacrifice. The other person is Ralph Wazulika. He failed. Instrument of sacrifice is Mr. Sacrificial Lamb that is languishing in confinement DSS facilities. I don't know whether not Kuje or DSS headquarters in Abuja, but I say that if anybody do the milibana nanti never on a DSS facilities, as Mad Megan, if we hear him that anything happened to Nandi there, they will tell us that it's bandits that broke into that place. Let me tell you. Christian, we will carry war close to north. We don't defend.
Is that a threat?
I'm not threatening anybody. I'm trying to defend my right. It is my fundamental right to fall back and defend myself. I'm not threatening anybody.
Okay, thank you very much.
I have the right to say the truth. If anything happens to Nnamdi Kanu, we're gonna just get showdown with you.
Thank you very much. I have Mr. Good morning.
Good morning.
Let the prayer be like 30 seconds, please.
Okay. Shall we pray? In Jesus' name. Heavenly Father, God Almighty, I thank thee, I praise you, I magnify your name for making it possible for us to be here to express our view and tell the whole world for what is happening in this Nigeria. We thank thee on behalf of Philip TV who made it possible for us to have this opportunity, this equipment to get the whole world. We thank you on behalf of all our fans all over the world that are watching us, those that love peace and love freedom. Father, be blessed, be magnified on their behalf. I continue to keep them alive in Jesus' name. I thank you on behalf of Biafra Nation. I thank you on behalf of Mazi Nnamdi, Mazi Simon Ekpa and his autopilot. Umada autopilot, ESN autopilot. I thank you of IPOP autopilot. I thank you on behalf of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whom you have kept alive up to today. Do not allow them to finish his life up in that place. And I thank you because I know he will come out like a Daniel from the den of lion. Father, be blessed in Jesus' name. I thank you on behalf of Sunday Bohu. I thank you on behalf of Amateku. I thank you on behalf of Yoruba Nation. I thank you on behalf of all people that are fighting for their freedom in this nation. Lord God Almighty, uphold every one of us and give us our freedom in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. I am Mr. Parang, the new Okokondem in this Second Republic of Biafra, led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his IPOB government of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Long live Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Biafra win the war. Biafra win the war. Biafra win the war.
Okay.
In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
Were you here yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to talk about the Muslim ticket.
No, it's not. I can see talk on it.
Okay, let's look at the Muslim ticket.
Now, if you come to Muslim ticket, as I said yesterday, there's a hidden agenda. Shatima, that Bulumbutu, or is it not the Shatima of Arewa youth leader? I think it's the Shetima of Arewa youth leader, because you may have them, different, you may have the same name, but different people. If he's the Shetima of Arewa youth leader, I don't think that Southerners, Christians, and the Biafrans will be safe, because it was Arewa youth who issued quick notice to Biafrans in their land to live in 2017. The same Arewa youth, the same pronouncement again. And if this Shetima is the Shetima of Arewa youth, I'm telling you, hell will fall. And if you watch Tulumbu, in 2014, Tulumbu wanted to be vice president to Buhari, Muslim, which Saraki, the former Senate president, now back in PDP, kicked against it. That's the problem of Saraki and Tulumbu up to today. If you watch, Muslim in this nation will be a hell, I'm still saying, for Christians. Because a vice president that is a Christian is there. Shibanjo, he wasn't able to do anything to save Christians. How much more when the president and the vice are Muslim? Which means to show you the agenda, the plan to Slimatize Nigeria and finance Nigeria have been sealed. Let me tell you, whether you like it or not, whether my Yoruba brothers like it or not, Tulumbu is nothing but handkerchief in the hand of Fulanis. They will use him to wipe their face.
President,
I said
the APC
presidential cabinet, APC presidential cabinet, presidential representative in this present election that we take effect on 2023. Tulumbu is completely white handkerchief or black handkerchief in the hand of Mianti Anla, in the hand of Fulani. They only use him to rub their face, and so that they can see road clearly and accomplish their agenda in Nigeria. Tulumbu cannot do anything than to help them to stigmatize Nigeria. Tulumbu cannot do anything than to help them to kill young kingsmen. How many Yorubas are refugees now in Benin Republic? What did Tulumbu do? Have you ever come out and condemn it?
Let's leave Tinubu. Let's look at. I am eager to leave. Buhari tells Nigerians. What would Buhari be remembered for if he leaves presidency?
Now, Buhari said, "I'm eager to leave." The Buhari I vote. The Buhari not I vote. I did not vote. Buhari that people vote in 2015. If he did Buhari in the office now, which I may be sure or not sure that his name Buhari, but all I know, the name Buhari, they want to remove it from the power. Because that name Buhari is the power that is ruling Nigeria. So they want to remove the name Buhari in the power. And whoever bear that name now, say he's eager to leave. And you're asking me, what are we going to remember him? Yes, there's a lot of things he did. I clap for him. The man tried a lot. He did something powerful. Something the whole world will try to remember him.
Railway, the second Niger bridge.
Yeah, he freed the second Niger bridge and accomplished it. And the benches. And build a covering so that if you're working there, sun will not beat you, rain will not beat you. Yes, he did it and put the railway on it. Rail is passing. He finished second Niger bridge and built underground tunnel for Igbos to be driving their luxurious. He tried well for him. Yes, the man tried. If you don't remember with him anything, you will remember him with the Fulani hairstyle. Is it not an achievement? If you don't remember him, and we crushed Boko Haram within 6 months. Then he came in, Boko Haram was voted. You can remember him. You can remember him by Operation Patton Dance. You can remember him massacring the Biafran agitators who has no arms. You can remember him. You can remember him refused to name Fulani herdsmen terrorists, but he baptized them bandits. You can remember him. We can remember him by attack in Kuje prison. We can remember
those achievements.
It's a big achievement.
Yeah, those are achievements.
It's a big achievement. We can remember him by on the attack on the railway from Kaduna from Abuja to Kaduna without apprehending the people that do that attack. We can remember him. We can remember him by spreading kidnappers all over the nation. Yes, and the kidnapper, this priest, and they paid 100 million naira to his brothers. We can remember him for that. We can remember him by closing all the whole border in the south and leave the northern border open. We can remember him. We can remember him for very successful electricity. He gave 48 hours. Yes, he tried to give us electricity 48 hours. We can remember him. We can remember him for the certificate he presented on us, the university, the secondary, the primary school he attended. We can remember him for that. I clap for him again. We can remember him. He's a man of no nonsense. But $25 billion means in an NNPC post where he is Minister of Petroleum, no funding. In the time of Kachi, no funding, no nothing. We can remember him. He's a very good, loving father. We can remember him by appointment, how he appointed his appointment to every tribe in Nigeria, not only to Fulani. We can remember him for that. Help me clap for our President Buhari. Help me clap for him. We can remember him. He's a very good man.
After Buhari leaves, what do you expect? What expectation after Buhari leaves?
After he leaves, what do I expect?
Yeah.
Fulani will continue.
What is your expectation?
Fulani, that's my first. Fulani will continue.
Is it your expectation?
Can they leave over to you? Look, let me tell you. Let me tell you the truth. I'm not the fans of Peter Obi. I'm not the fans of Atiku. I'm not the fans of Tulubu. I'm a social critic. I don't support anybody. But when I go home, I look inwardly. Toby may be the Messiah God to send for Nigeria. Toby will not be there. Toby may be the Messiah. If election went well, if election goes well, Toby will win the election. Because all indication, I'm telling you now, above human reasoning, spiritual matters, all indication from the spiritual realm. God Almighty Father Yahweh sent Peter Obi for the sake of Nigeria, not for the sake of Biafra. But if Nigeria allow Fulani to continue and they push Peter Obi aside, that will be the end of Nigeria. I'm telling you honestly. But as I am saying, I don't prefer Igbo president. What I prefer, Biafra nation. Because all indication, Peter Obi is coming from Nigeria, not from Biafra. And the Peter Obi from India is to defend the movement of Biafra. But it's the will of God that Peter Obi is there. But I'm telling you, Peter Obi is a trap to Nigeria. Any mistake, whether they keep Peter Obi or he will deny him, the end of Nigeria. Which I'm praying. As they have started committing the blood run now, planning Muslim to Muslim. As they have started committing blood now, want to reach it to Atiku, so plan not very much to continue. But the plan to reach the election is already perfected. Because you cannot see, instead of any other tribe to enter there, apart from Tinubu making Muslim, because they know Shetima can overrun Tinubu. What Atiku tried to do to Obasanjo, he wasn't able to succeed. Shetima can do it to Tinubu and succeed. Well, that's what I'm saying. So instead of them mostly evil to come to that aspect of power, they prefer Nigeria to divide. Because Fulani will never allow it to be. Let the hell fall on the earth. Let the hell spring up from the bottomless pit. And will never allow it.
Thank you very much, Mr.
So, I believe Biafra is the remedy. Biafra is the answer. Oduduwa is the answer. Oduduwa is the remedy. Middle-belt is the answer. Arewa is the answer. Everybody is on home. And the answer is Father's name. Nigeria, our motherland. No, I want to be Biafra, my fatherland. Oduduwa, his fatherland. Middle-belt, his fatherland. Arewa, his fatherland. This our motherland have misled us. We did not suck our mother breast well.
Okay. Thank you very much, William.
I am Mr. Para, the new Okoko, the Peace of the Republic of Biafra. This is Nnamdi Kanu, and this is government of Biafra. Lovely Republic of Biafra. Lovely Republic of Biafra. Lovely Basin Nnamdi Kanu. Lovely Shadi Bohu. Omo Biafra. Onana Hapanora. Onyanjiro Babu Guru. The change when you Nnamdi Kanu got on the Naha Jesus. Amen.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Harry, a donkey. I'll write your family.
Update.
A donkey. The family is a donkey. I'll write your family. Harry, I will write your family. You're a donkey. Bastard, peace of no nation. Peace of no nation. Harry, peace of no
Yes, there's an update this morning. The Lagos governorship candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Dr. Olajide Adediran, aka Jando, has announced that popular actress Funke Akindele is his running mate. Yes, for Lagos State PDP, Funke Akindele, the actress, is running mate to Jando, Dr. Olajide Adediran, the candidate of the People's Democratic Party for the governorship election in Lagos State. This development comes days after collapse of Funke Akindele's marriage to JJC Skills. In a sponsored advert monitored by The Nation on Tuesday, Jando announced the choice of the popular Omo Ghetto star. According to him, Funke is from Ikorodu and Lagos East Central District, like the incumbent deputy governor, and has the overwhelming popularity to garner votes. Akindele also confirmed the nomination, saying he would work assiduously for the party and for Lagos to have a breath of fresh air. The Nation observed in the advert that she has dropped Bello from her surname. I repeat, the Nation observed that Funke Akindele has dropped the surname Bello, that is, I would say, her ex-husband, JJ Skills, from her surname. It was learned that Funke emerged running mate after defeating former governorship aspirant Badebo Road Vivo, former senatorial candidate for Lagos East, Yeye Shobajo, another governorship aspirant, David Kawole Vorgan, known as Dakova, and Teslim Balogun to clinch the slot. I have Oluwawan. Good morning, Oluwawan.
Christian, morning. My viewers over there, morning.
We have
how is everything going?
What's happening? You have not been in action.
You understand? I was celebrating this life. I went to my Shiran to go and renew my spirit.
Renew spirit.
Yeah.
So what is the language for today?
The language for today now is that Nigeria is going to turn to Muslim country. So everybody have to change his religion. Because now it's a semantic machinery. Say we should change our documentation to Muslim.
Are you saying that Nigerians will change their religion?
The presidency give us the ultimate language. That is the Muslim agenda. Bad agenda, and we reject it.
Is it not about competence, or is it just
the language is about they are trying to wave the other side out of the home. You understand? They are trying to wave the other side out of the tunnel. They are all in the tunnel. Both Christian and Muslim, but now it's like A, B, C, D, all is one road. Okay, where are we there? I'm a Christian, you are a Christian. And your name confirm you as a Christian. Whereby we don't have
really matter.
It really matters because we have to have a representative in the corridor of the power there to speak on our behalf. We don't trust them anymore. They are not trustworthy. So I don't know that they can't even come to there. They can't even be there. So this is part of their mistaking. They are telling us that now they are already messing up. So you will miss someone. There is a time for everything. There is a time you will be messing up with yourself. God will be using you to demonize yourself. And now it's time. The first time you tell you that it's your turn. Now again, you do the wrong mistake again. Took Muslim. So the third one will erase himself out of the race. Simple as ABC. Simple as ABCD. The second wicked mistake. The third one, they will be out of the race. We are Nigeria. We are not one leg Nigeria. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, so it's not balanced. See what we are facing. Now you want us to face real demonical.
But Nigerians are praying. Nigerians are praying.
And I know now is the end of their road. They already know that their road have come to an end. A new face is what we are looking for. And that new face will come to pass. Because they will wrong, they are wrong by themselves. See what is happening now. The Christian Association of Nigeria, the Christian body, they are out of decay with them. They are angry with them. So their followers likewise will be not be happy with them. It's a fucking bullshit.
Okay, let's look at I'm eager to go, Buhari tells Nigeria.
It's tired of this systematic, it's tired. Because they can't do anything anymore. It's tired because all his lie have exposed. When before you came, so that 6 months things will be eliminated. This. At the end of the day, it's going to almost 7 years plus. Nothing done. Not one single promise was done. So it's tired. Let him go home and rest in Taura. I'm happy he's not saying he's not telling us that he's tired of the corridor of action, because no positive thing he has done.
There's nothing that he has done.
Nigeria hungry past hungry home. Everything high. No positive, negative everywhere. Insecurity, kidnapping, destroying. So he has tired.
Okay, and let's look at Wike was pictured at the front of the Vanguard with his child ceremony. People are saying
some graduation. That's all of them. That's why all of them, all their children are outside the country, schooling in a big school. And we here, we are not being in school for the past 8 months or 6 months. As to strike, they don't care. See what he's doing now? The city governor celebrating his son in faraway England. What about us here? No school at home, no food, no fuel, nothing. And they are government. They are all vagabond in power. They are all going to the pit of hell.
The way you're talking, seems they are tired of Nigeria.
Nigeria is tired home, but we give God the glory because He's going to bring another situation for us now. A new dimension is coming. And we are happy for it.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, Oluwawa. Yes. Have my good morning. Yeah. After when I want to close.
So the Okafor, you are a pig.
Stop now. Stop now.
You are a pig. Idiot. Don't punish all of you. When they are this Okafor is calling me a pig, and this man is there. And he's there, he cannot caution it. He's a bastard. So the Okafor, your generation is pig. To this bastard. Beast of no nation. God go punish all your generation. Okafor. Kind of a pig.
Why are you not saying it's okay? Calling to the Okafor or whatever.
When you are ready. Okay, sorry for that. That outburst from Mr. Kule. We'll deal decisively with what is happening. I don't understand. But however, we are stable now. Good morning.
Good morning, Christian. How are you?
And let's look at what is happening in the country today.
Yeah, I just want to talk about it generally. Let me say general note. The emotions are high. The feelings are high. That is one fact.
Okay.
The other fact is that God cannot be subtracted from the equation. Yes. You see, people say, don't bring God into this matter. Now they are talking about Muslim to Muslim tickets, Christians to Christian tickets. They are talking about God. When they are talking about religion, they are talking about God. So God cannot be subtracted from the equation. That, what is the solution? Majority of people there still have alternatives. Politician is a politician. You cannot change it. Whether the leaders or the supporters, they're all doing the same thing. You understand what I mean? So a lot of people are familiar with this. You understand? They are familiar with this. I hope you are seeing what I'm doing you. What is God's kingdom? A very special government, heavenly government for that matter. So when you go into the scriptures, you will hear John in the book of Revelation calling it Armageddon. You hear Peter saying the day of inspection. You hear Matthew saying the day of judgment. You hear other prophets talking about the day of Jehovah. So that day of vengeance is coming. And for those who are willing, they have to choose that God's government. It is time now, because the time will soon be over. But now, Buhari tells you that he's ready to go. It seems we forget history a lot. When Obasanjo came into power, you remember, Atiku fought him for 10 days. They also. You would have said that they did not allow him. Buhari is not going anywhere. I have to tell you that. He has an assignment. And those who know the book of Revelation chapter 17, verses 9 to the last, they should go and check it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
They will go and check it, what he's going to do. I will leave that for you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Yes, we have, let me give you 2 minutes. 2 minutes. MC.
Yes. Yeah, good morning, everybody.
Buhari is saying he's eager to leave.
Buhari is saying he's eager.
Yeah.
We are even eager
because the job is tough.
We are even eager to let him leave. In fact, if there's a way he can even leave tomorrow, let him leave. Yes, Nigerians are tired of him because he's a leader who doesn't have vision. He's a leader who doesn't even know where he's going to. He's a leader who does not even have anything in his brain. So we, citizens of Nigeria, are tired of him. Let it get out of. If he says he wants somebody like me, we want Buhari to leave tomorrow because we Nigerians are very tired. Let me tell you something. Since the inception of Nigeria, we have never had a good government in this country, and it's so painful. Imagine for 1960 days. I remember when Jonathan came up on board, a lot of people were shouting, Jonathan is the only graduate. What happened? He got another thing. So what I'm trying to say is that all this thing we're just clamoring for, we don't have it. Now look at Nigerians again. We want to go for Atiku. We want to go for Tinubu. The Tinubu that killed us in EndSARS. Nigerians, we are stupid. We cannot think. Finish short is EndSARS. Somebody asked me, how did we
was Tinubu there when EndSARS happened?
I will tell you what happened.
Tinubu there when
let me tell you what happened in EndSARS. When EndSARS happened, Tinubu called Buhari. He was very close to Buhari. Called Buhari that please.
There's no report of
no report. I'm telling you what happened. Now
he told
Buhari. Buhari gave an order. Shoot aside to the people.
No.
Now wait, let me
not
finish.
Confirmed.
Now, okay. Listen to me.
Don't give reports.
You need to confirm reports. Forget confirmation.
You speak.
You were in this country when all of us was.
So you are saying Tinubu called Buhari. There's no way that has been reported.
Good, I love that. Tinubu calls that. But anyway, let me put that about Tinubu because that man is not even a subject. Let me go straight to even Atiku himself. What does that one know about politics? What is he coming to do? You understand? For P2P, the reason why I'm climbing, not because it's too good. P2P too is a criminal like them. You understand? He's too a criminal like them. That's the truth. But we have junior criminal, we have senior criminal, and we have better criminal. The only truth here is that Peter B is a better criminal. You understand? Because I used to tell my Igbo fellows, sometimes when we argue, don't tell me that Peter B is not a criminal. When he was in Anambra State, he's told, we know. But the truth is that his own stealing is somehow diplomatic. He will not show it. And now, before he left Anambra State, he left to use some amount of money. We need somebody like that. Even if he's stink type, call him stingy anything. We need that type of person in the government. We don't need all this Buhari and Atiku. No, those ones are not the people we need. We don't need businessmen like men in the office. So we need people who has brain, who want to think, who wants to deliver for this country. Those are the kind of people we need. Now let me tell you another thing again. I don't want us to add tribal into this. Yes. Listen, Hausa, you have ruled this country. We did not see results. Yoruba, you have been doing vice. We're yet to see anything you put.
So now is the turn of an Igbo man. And why don't you just sit down, watch, and see what how P2B is going to handle this country and deliver this country. Listen, let me tell you, I want to say something. Permit me to say this. I want to say something. I composed a song for P2B. I did it in my own bedroom. I said when the time comes, but anyway, I don't want people to just put eye on me. You understand? Everybody say P2B, oh, P2B na the next president. Everybody say P2B, oh, P2B na the next president. P2B, oh, P2B, oh, P2B, oh, 2023. P2B, oh, P2B, oh, P2B, oh, 2023. Thank you very much. God bless you. My name is MC Grammar.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, we are on the streets, so that's why we have so much elements coming here to see one or two things. But we'll have to resolve the issue. Please, let's not call people names on the channel. Please, let's not call people names. We don't know who we are talking to. We don't know who is here speaking. Please, let's be civil with our comment. I said it last time. Let's be civil with our comments. Thank you very much. We'll take questions on what Mr. Akindele did. But however, tomorrow for another edition of the program, Bystanders at EndSARS. I am Christian Chuku. Thank you. Mr. Akule, and I know say,